I'm always amazed whenever the music stops and you see my ugly mug. How are you beautiful tubers doing, you guys? You are the sexy bacon on top of the fries. Guys, we made it through yesterday. Here we are today. Can you believe it? It's not Friday yet. It's Thursday. Hey, happy Thursday. Excuse me. Last night, that was a long and difficult night. I do not like those. I don't want to have those. Again, I've not kept up or anything with what's happening the latest today, but this morning didn't look good. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's the Ronald Reagan airport stuff. Please continue to offer your prayers and reach out and all this good stuff. So, guys, we got a doozy today. We got a doozy. Alley Cat, how you doing? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. There you go, man. Saluting with the beer. How you doing, bud? CJ Lorraine, how are you? You know what, CJ Lorraine? You know your name. Did you hear that? It's like CJ Lorraine. Sounds like a rock and roll name. I like that. I dig it. I dig rock and roll. Put another diamond jukebox, baby. Debbie Ritt, how are you doing? Look who's back. Look who's back. Miami Spice, the original sexy bacon. How you doing, Spicy? What's going on? You put some jalapeno dust on that sexy bacon? You know what? I heard it's been a while since we've seen old Miami. She's had a lot of stuff going on, I think. And you know what, guys? Let's everybody welcome Miami back. Wiggle. How you doing? Jane Charette, how are you? Denise Bergenson, what's happening? Sue Scott, how you doing? I've been in the last 4 months, hold on. I've been in the last 4 months, have been removed by YouTube for my subscription. Heads up for everyone in chat. Guys, thank you so much, Sue, for bringing that up. This is what I always say. Please make sure you're subscribed. Check your subscriptions. Guys, let me tell you what, if you're coming in here because you want to hear or whatever else, be sure to subscribe anyway. Because here's the thing. Subscribing is for other people. All right. That's for other people, other tubers and stuff like that. It's all like, the clout and all that stuff, right? Because what I want is viewers. I want you guys to come over, hang out with me. I like you guys. I like friends. I like hanging out with friends. I wish I'd turned that lamp off. Anyway, so the thing is, though, they like to mess with you. They like the tubes mess with you. And it's not right that they remove your subscription to people that you want to be notified. You want to be like, hey, this is my friend. I want to go hang out with the weird guy with the sunglasses. And it sucks. It sucks. So please make sure you're not. And when I said, like, even if you're not, you're like, I don't like this guy. Go ahead and subscribe anyway, because you know what that's going to do? That's going to tell the machines upstairs, we will not go away quietly. We are here. I love you guys. Thank you, Sue. Kimberly Ray, what's going on? Cynthia Fire. You almost called you Fire Foxy. Shane Reynolds, my man. Hey, everybody. Shane Reynolds right here. Is there, if she remembers, hey, Spicy, did you put Shane's link in the chat? Guys, I want you to go check out his channel, because without Shane, we won't have the great content we've got tonight. Okay. So let's do him a solid. Shane is he's got a paranormal channel. You guys like that? I know. You see he goes and he's a real Ghostbuster. He's not one of those remake ones, he's a regular Winston. Don Emery, how you doing? T42. You know what that reminds me? I'll tell you later. Oh my gosh. Tim White, how you doing? Vice baby. I love it. Here's the thing. As long as you are the vice and you don't let vices control you, be the vice. Yeah, be the vice. I'm thinking, like, strong grip and stuff like that. Terry Ham, how you doing? How's beautiful Terry doing from beautiful Maine? So glad you're here. Wendy Bird, what's going on? Betsy Weingartner, what's happening? B Kentucky Blue. Yo, B Kentucky, I got to tell a story about her. She came in last night. We were doing the middle of the whole thing about the tragic events that unfolded. And she's like, I just woke up. I don't know what's happening. Here it is, been streaming like 5 hours maybe about it. And I was so happy that she came over to us, and we got to be a family, because it's really hard. It's hard on everybody. I had a real hard time, guys. I had a hard time falling asleep. Matter of fact, I was up today watching the sunrise over the Potomac River on the news. And when that happened, it sucked. It really sucked. You got to see the wreckage. You got to see the oil slick. And at that moment, I thought to myself, I really wish I was live so I could hang out with my friends again. Linda Lazier, what's happening? D Johnson. Hello, too funny. What's happening, D? What's funny? I don't know. Robert Tower, how you doing? Daphne Moore, how are you doing? Lolly McHenry. I like that name. Lolly. Lollipop, la 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 la. But there she is. There's Rose. A Rose by any other name is not the same. Jetto, like hanging out with the expert. I appreciate that, Jetto. And I love that avatar. You guys, if you can't read it says, remember, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my problem. And every time I read that, it makes me miss Harambe some more. Miss you, Harambe. All right. I'm trying to see here. Am I caught up? I think I may be. Iron Rabbit, what's going on? I'm trying to rush through, guys. I am so sorry. I know, like I am back behind. How you doing, Val? What's going on? Hey, I like the avatar. Teresa Finn, writer chick. This is you know what? I miss seeing that beautiful smile of yours, Teresa. When I see you in other chats, I'm sitting there, man, I'm jealous. I gotta start doing something better. So look at that beautiful smile. If you don't know, Teresa's she's a fantastic writer. And one day when White Rabbit's not here and I can go through the house and find what she's doing with your books, I would love to read those things. Maybe not in a live, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe you don't get what I'm saying. I'd have to read the books. Let's say hi, Iron Rabbit. Iron Rabbit, I love you, babe. Saw you last night in Clumsies, and I didn't say anything. I just watched. Enjoyed the relaxation, and miss you, Iron Rabbit. Old lady 67. Hey, now what's going on? Old lady, you gotta take the D out and put just old. Like, hey, I'm the old lady. Like, I'm the one that rides on the bike of the Harley. That's my man. Old lady, you ride on the back of the Harley with me? Because White Rabbit says I got it. There's a Harley. I'd have to ride on the back of hers. AJ, what's happening? One of my top 10 favorite redheads. Ooh, that's dangerous. Ow. Why did my side start burning? Y'all don't know this. There's a prolific amount of redheads in the chat. I absolutely love them. Smug, how are you doing? Quick hello to all. Long, rough day in the hospital. Smug, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm happy to see you. Angie, how are you doing? Plant fan, what's going on? Did I say hi to you, Marine Pryor? Two awesome dogs, man. Hey, how's it going, bud? Mad Englishman, awesome. Tina M. Pulick, am I saying this right? Tina M. Pulick? I hope I am. I'll get it right sooner or later. David Air Force vet, what's going on? Aim high, aim Air Force. Judy Dawson, how are you? Sharon Koback, what's up? Sharon's got another one of those beautiful avatars. Beautiful smile, everything. Chris Zagata, how are you doing? Let's see here. Wings, how you doing? Uh-oh, look at this. Teresa Finn, writer chick. Expert, you don't call me. You don't write me. I'm beginning to think you don't love me anymore. Just kidding. You do everything right. Hey, wait a second. Wait a second. Here we go. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't called. But I'm not a writer. I'm not a poet. I'm just a guy that likes to work.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 I'm sexy and I know it.
Teresa Finn is sexy and she knows it. Love it. Love you, Teresa. Let's see. I just skipped a bunch and went down. Hope I'm not missing anybody. Wait. Denise Ellis, how you doing from Arizona? What's temperature in Arizona right now? We are at 47. At least I think we are. That's an Amazon toy thing. Whatever those things are. And it doesn't update every day. It takes a little while. It takes a long while. It's a little slow, like me. Wait, I see Angie says Direxy. Did I miss you, Direxy? I apologize. And T for 2 gifted 5 memberships. If the membership link isn't good, it will be updated. Membership link will take you to Discord where you can come and hang out with cool people like T for 2, Shane, Angie. They're always in there. I love it because you know what I do? I go over there and hide and I relax. They help me unwind a lot of times. Last night was one of those examples. I appreciate them all for that. And thank you so much, T for 2. And you know what? Just to get things kind of rolling, because you know what, this is one of those days we're going to be talking about law, we're going to be talking about the courts, we're going to be talking about and Taz, how you doing? Brenda Velasquez, thank you so much. Y'all, Brenda last night, she helped make this that stream work. Her and Yodels. I found a guy that was on the bank of the Potomac to watch the events unfold, and he was a Spanish-speaking gentleman, and which is Greek to me. And because of the hard work of the chat, we got to know a lot of stuff that happened. An eyewitness report. Nobody else had that. Nobody else had it, y'all. Think about that. You guys are part of it. I love it. It's so awesome. So awesome. Ted Wendell gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Ted. Ted, I don't have anything I can think. Oh, yeah, I do.
Guy Fox. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Al Qaeda?
Do what? What happened? Denise is 61 today. Hey, Denise. 8 more years till you're in your prime. Richard Thornton, how you doing? I'm a Greek chef. Well, hey, if it doesn't bother you to be around a hot grease naked, that's fine. I support that, man. I support that, brother. Mary P, how you doing? Hi, all the way from the UK. Love the expert over here. It's 12:15 in the morning and tired. You know what? This is the first time I've ever seen something say, we love the expert in the UK. That is, here, I'm going to take a screenshot of that so I can show that to White Rabbit later and be like, yeah, look at this. Somebody who's nice. Have you ever thought about trying that, babe? And she's going to go, mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound very nice to me. Doesn't sound very, very, how do you hit it? Yeah, here you go. And I appreciate that. I really did. I love that. That is awesome. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you, Mary. All right, Matt Englishman, did I say hi to you? All right, guys, we got to get this going. So, remember the other day, I don't even remember what we read. There's been so much news between fires and whatnot. You know, last night we were trying to have some fun, watch towers. I can't say that word, can I? Watch coins be drop into the bag of dreams. And we had to cut that loose a little bit early. Hey, Grandkids Taxi, how you doing? Denise said 61 is the temperature in Arizona today. That's awesome. Wait, hold on, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So this was all part of a footnote earlier. And, oh, wait a second. T for 2. T for 2. I'm going to save this for the end. Okay. If you guys, I'll tell you what, at the end of this show, I want you guys to help me. She has a riddle. She says it's a riddle. I say it's a story of lies, of misconceptions and misnomers, and doesn't know north from south. I feel sorry for the girl. All right. Do you remember the other day we did a live stream, did a reading of the whole the latest Hales drama document stuff, all that good stuff, right? Angie, thank you. That's what I got lost on. That's what I was trying to say. Last night we got a little derailed, and then the walls start crumbling down. Yeah, I see it. I see it there. T. So what we did was, and one of the things the judge, the federal judge, said, he announced some things that he had ruled on. Said that he would be putting out motion later on. We have that motion. We have the points, the order from, I almost said Judge Oppenheimer. That'd be silly, wouldn't it? Judge Bolitho, and a friend of mine said, hey, you know what you need to do? You need to blow everybody away. You need to do the thing that Steve Ghazi makes fun of and say, you brought out the Black's Law Dictionary. Oh my gosh. So usually, I guess, like, that's the thing. Like, if you have a Black's Law Dictionary, you're not a lawyer. And I can assure you that I had a lot of words I didn't understand when I started law school. And you know what? I'll tell you guys a really bad secret about that. My rabbit and I were dating, and I said something to her, and she said, I lied. And I said, no, ma'am, I do not lie. That's one thing I do not do. I do not lie. And she said, what you said wasn't true. It was a lie. I said, no. I said, a lie is when you say something with the intent to deceive. I had no intent to deceive you. I'm just stupid. And I looked it up in the Black Law Dictionary, and she got very mad at me because, oh yeah, she tried to look up in a Webster's or Webster. Weber's a grill, isn't it? Funkin' Wagnall, I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's do this. You guys, you enlighten me. You so much. Like, I've been dragging today. My stomach hurt. Tell you what, man. Last night, man, all that stuff, it took a toll on me, guys. It took its toll on me. I was out. Let's see here. I saw something move. Guys, make sure you're in the live chat and your thing so you don't miss a second. And guys, don't lurk. I know there's some lurkers back there. We want to say hello to everybody. And oh, wait a second. Hold on. Is that true? Is that what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing, Connor? I haven't formally met you. How you doing, bud? If you ever want to, man, reach out. I'm on Twitter. That's a good way. Twitter has gotten really amazing. X is what it's called nowadays. You can hang if I don't annoy you. We'll hang out sometime. That'd be cool. Hey, Linda Zanine, what's going on, babe? Like, I just go right into it. Guys, Linda's around here enough. I think I can say, hey, what's going on, babe? Is that okay, Linda? All right, let's get this going. Let's see. I gotta hit the present. Oh, man, where'd he go? Share screen. Gosh, man, I'll tell you what. Some of these things. Why is there two? This one's again. You know what? God bless people that use dates. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We gotta change our layout here a little bit. Boy, that's bright, isn't it? Look how bright that is on me. I'm gonna have to turn this down. I gotta turn down my monitor settings. I feel like I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi taking out the tractor beam on the Death Star. All right, let's see here. Now we're gonna go over here. We are going to media assets. Take off the live, and then we're gonna move me around. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over here to the corner, the creepy corner. No, it's not creepy corner. This is the coin pusher corner. Is actually what I had this named as. And if I could get my stupid, that's not it. Look at that, so much better, so much better. Hey, I'm positioned. Something just started to move. Wait, what? Guys, real quick, in case I forget this later, I want to say I really do love you guys. I really do appreciate. Last night is one of those times where you realize how lucky you are, and I am glad. Hey, G-Con, what's going on? Lilu, did you change your name to Elu? I like Lilu. If you didn't, you're a different person. Elu, how you doing? Do you know Lilu? No, but I want to thank you guys. I enjoy doing this fast-paced news events as it's breaking. By the time it's over with, by the time you hear about it today, you're not really listening to news anymore. I don't think. I think you're listening to opinion, and I like to just stick with the facts. I don't like two different people and you chat. That is so cool. There's two Lous. Oh, that's cool. I didn't. Man, until I pulled up your avatar, I didn't realize that was fireworks back there. That's so cool. Hey, She-Hunts, how you doing? And I saw Tanya from Oz. How are you? Tanya was here a long time last night. Tamara B, what's happening? Anyway, guys, I did not know this. I didn't realize that. I really like that guy. I don't get to spend a lot of time with him, but I like him because I've been a fan of his for years. And the couple times I've got to interact with him, he's just a cool dude, you know? There's very few cool dudes in the world, and he's one of them. At least he's always been cool with me, and I appreciate that. So, yeah, prayers for Forever Tugs, man. Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. All right, guys, let's get back into this. Let's get serious for a second, all right? Let's stop being serious for a second. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. All right, here we go. Man, I need more water. I am parched. Here to read the big words. Got the dictionary. Got the sunglasses. Yeah, I didn't know this, guys. This is it sucks. Catch it. How you doing, babe? What's happening? Oh, hold on. I gotta pull this up. What are you doing? You are lurking because I can. Love you. You better stop that. Let me tell you what. You're my favorite avatar lips. Okay, so you just stop that right now. Gina Fitzgerald, how you doing? Yeah, you know what? I need to go to like Tug's last stream. Flooded with hearts. Orange hearts. Orange hearts are my favorite. They taste better. All right. This came out today, guys. This is today. It's the 63rd document filed in this federal suit. The United States District Court for the Northern District of Florida in Gainesville Division. Excuse me. Should have read that with a comma. Jeremy Hales is the plaintiff versus Cook et al. That means etc. All that. It's Lynette Preston is the other defendant currently in this case. At least as far as I remember. This is an order, and no, they're not asking for if you want a ham on rye. This is what the court's decision is in this matter. Plaintiff has sued defendants for defamation, violating Florida's RICO statute, and tortious interference with business relationships. Three things. In document 1, defendants have moved to dismiss the RICO claims, counts 3 and 4, and the tortious interference with business relationship claims 5 and 6. Plaintiff has responded in opposition for the reasons below. Defendant's motion will be granted in part and denied in part. So we already know Jeremy has won some. Lynette, excuse me. Let's say Mr. Hales has won some. Ms. Preston and Mr. Cook have won some. Okay, that's how. In part, that's what it means. You guys know that, but you gotta, for the people out there in Rio Linda, we gotta make sure that you guys understand, because we're lovers, we're givers here. Plaintiff's factual allegations. I already got a note here. At this stage, the court assumes the allegations are true. Yes, that is what the court has to do. Because, guys, and I'll tell you what, I hear a lot of this in other chats and stuff. Guys, you do not file lawsuits lying. You do not do that. Attorneys that take a case knowing you're lying can lose their license. You do not do that. It's not something that's common, and I hear a lot of time in other places where people are like, "Oh, well, how are you going to prove this?" So it's like, you don't have to prove anything. There's no proof to a man's word. This is how we have a civility. We are bound by the meanings of the words that we say, the acts that we do. It takes a lifetime to build a reputation and 5 minutes to destroy it. According to the complaint, plaintiff is a social media personality with approximately 700,000 followers on YouTube. Some of those followers pay for premium access to plaintiff's content. In December of 2020, plaintiff bought property in Levy County, Florida. Think back to December of 2020, the end of the pandemic. Yeah, I bet you Jeremy and George is like, going, man, this is so cool. Honey, it's Christmas. We got our place in Florida. It's warm. This is cool. Let's go get what did they get? They got a bulldozer or something. I was thinking bulldozer. They didn't get a bulldozer. Yeah, the big John Deere. Anyway, that was when they moved. The complaint alleges that defendants who were at the time fans of plaintiff purchased property near his in October of 2021, 10 months later. Between December 21st and December of 2021 and February of 2023, defendants allegedly created Facebook pages seeking donations to fund defendant Preston's nonprofit Tortious rescue. During the same time, defendant Preston would occasionally ask plaintiff for free merchandise and for help paying bills. Wait, so you know what? I wonder. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Fred. Where'd he go? Oh, he's here somewhere. All right, we'll find him. I've got a smoky bucket. This is going to represent what free merchandise from the ales. Do you have a bucket? This is a popcorn bucket. Do you have a bucket? You're a Tennessee Go Vols. Sorry, guys. During that same time, defendant Preston would occasionally ask plaintiff for free merchandise and for help paying bills. Couldn't imagine moving into a place and going to my neighbor and saying, "Hey, can you help me pay my bills?" In February 2023, defendant Preston allegedly asked to attend one of plaintiff's fee-based meet and greet events free of charge. Plaintiff agreed, but plaintiff rejected defendant Preston's request to place a donation box for her tortoise rescue at the event. This is when things allegedly went off the rails. We're off the rails, y'all. Do you think the judge, he watches all this stuff, he's like, "Hey, we got derailed." That's funny. That'd be cool if he did. After being denied the ability to seek donations from plaintiff's fan base, defendants Preston and Cook allegedly maliciously began threatening to do injury to plaintiff's reputation. Documents 1 at 5. More specifically, the complaint alleges that defendants Preston and Cook posted defamatory statements on social media about plaintiff. This is where we get to defamation. Starting to build all this. It is further alleged that in May of 2023, defendant Cook pulled a gun and threatened that if plaintiff moved one step further, he will see something go bang. Id at 6. Id means the previous document. So I'd be document 1 at 6. Let's see here. Dan Davis, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? Granny Sandy, how are you? Angie's gonna be pennies rich. That's cool. I actually spent 4 pennies. I had 4 pennies on me, and I was able. I didn't spend them. I gave them to somebody because they needed 36 cents. No, 34 cents. Sorry, bad with math. Plaintiff further claims that defendant Cook maliciously threatened to do injury, to extort a pecuniary advantage, and publicly stated falsely on Facebook that plaintiff's fiance had oral sex. This is George he's talking about. George had oral sex with defendant Cook, and that there were photos of this act. Can you imagine saying something like that? So this would be, I wonder if you can't even go through the whole thing, sexting and all that. That's major league illegal now. And to claim that you have this, I think you got some problems there. According to the complaint, in May of 2023, defendant Preston posted signs near plaintiff's property that falsely accused plaintiff of being a child rapist who had raped their daughter in that last thing. Is there anything worse than to be accused of that? That's what you have to ask yourself at this point. I'm trying to read this for you. I'm also trying to reset the score, the boundaries here. What is happening? So what is the worst thing that you could be called? And when you figure that out, okay, that's when somebody has defamed you. Me personally, somebody said this about me. I just don't know. I do know. My rabbit would be getting some more endangered flowers. And if you know, you know. On May 23rd, 2023, an attorney for plaintiffs sent a cease and desist letter. I think that's Mark Feathers, right? To defendants demanding that they stop the alleged defamation. In July of 2023, defendant Preston allegedly posted on social media that defendant Cook posted the signs, not Preston. So in the month of June, Lynette Preston got worried and said, John Cook posted the sign. She had nothing to do with it. Plaintiff claims that defendant's defamatory statements persuaded some of plaintiff's customers to stop supporting his social media business and therefore caused him to suffer damages. This is something I've seen happen in the tubes. I'll tell you what, people start getting accused of this stuff, I usually walk away from them. I don't want to be any part of it. Hey, Shannygram, how you doing? Let's go, Brandon. What are you doing, bud? How are you doing? Don't ever call me late for dinner. You can call me, blah, blah, blah. What's that Chevy Chase song? Oh, I'm going to mess up again. Patty Oxhausen. Sorry. Whew, boy, I had to get through that one. I'm sorry. Patty, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay. The complaint asserts 6 claims for relief. In the first and second claims, plaintiff alleges defendants are liable for defamation. In the third and fourth claims, plaintiff alleges the defendants violated Florida's RICO statute. And the fifth and sixth claims, plaintiff alleges that defendants tortiously interfered with their business relationship. Tortiously, as in the act of committing a tort, a civil liability. Plaintiff seeks damages, attorney's fees, and costs. Part 2. Motion to dismiss standard. This is where we are supposed to learn what a motion to dismiss, what standards you have to, the hurdles you have to overcome to be able to, for your motion to dismiss to survive the scrutiny of the court. So this is what Cook and Preston have to overcome. Defendants have moved to dismiss counts 3, 4, 5, and 6 under Rule 12b-6, failure to state a cause for which relief can be granted. Of the federal rules of civil procedure, to survive dismissal under Rule 12b-6, a complaint must contain sufficient factual matter accepted as true to state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face. Failure to state a claim for which relief can be granted. Ashcroft v. Ipple, U.S. 2009 cleaned up. That's funny. I like that, cleaned up. The plausibility standard is met only where the facts alleged enable the court to draw the reasonable inference from that the defendant is liable for the misconduct alleged. Plausibility means more than a sheer possibility that a defendant has acted unlawfully, or a complaint pleads facts that are merely consistent with the defendant's liability. It stops short of the line between possibility and plausibility of entitlement to relief. At the motion to dismiss stage, the plaintiff's allegations are taken as true and construed in light most favorable of the plaintiff. Okay, you follow that? So your facts, you can't just it's not only that there's a possibility of something happen, but it also has to reasonably be inferred that it can happen. And when you go to dismiss, you have to remember the plaintiff. So in this case, Jeremy Hales, Mr. Hales, I like saying that better. Hey, Cindy Ackerman, how you doing? Gina Fitzgerald, what's going on? I haven't seen Yamaha Biker around. Is he okay? You know what? Every time I want you guys to all, if you see Yamaha Biker, tell him that I miss him and that I'm sorry about that crayon incident. Tell him that. And actually tell him that you miss him over here in the chat because he is one of the greatest chatters there is. I haven't not seen him. The plaintiff's allegations are taken as true. So you don't file frivolous lawsuits, okay? That's not a thing you do. If your allegations are frivolous, the attorney that represents you has a duty to say, you don't have a suit. You don't have a claim. I'm not going forward with this. If the attorney doesn't do that, they can be sanctioned. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff out there. People are doing a lot of hearsay, a lot of this and all that. It's not how it goes. This is adult world. Everything's reasonable to a prudent person. All right. Discussion. The court's going to give you a little story about why they ruled this way. The complaint fails to plausibly allege a violation of Florida's RICO statutes and count 3 and 4. So hang on, so I'm checking out everybody here to make sure. Hey, Darren, how you doing? Darren Mesh. Yes, Call Me Al by Paul Simon and Chevy Chase. Right. Jano, would not steal his crayons. He's got teeth marks all over his crayons. Jessica Krieger. There we go. Yeah, a little Kruger. Wait, do I have a thing? Did I not put? I think I've got a thing for Kruger, don't I? Oh, yeah, I do. Let's see here. Wait, oh, yeah, hang on. Can you hear this? There we go. Why is that on that? So it's like, hey, they're Jessica Krieger. How you doing, babe? I hope you like me because I think you're a hoot. Hey, Freckle Ginger's in the chat. Everybody, be sure and tell Freckle Ginger happy St. Patrick's Day. Florida Civil RICO statute, Florida statute subsection 772.103 is intended to punish through civil penalties actions which are ongoing and criminal in nature. RICO has a criminal element to it. Ginsburg v. Lennar Florida Holdings Incorporated in 1994, the Florida 3rd District, the statute makes it unlawful for any person employed by or associated with in any enterprise to conduct or participate directly or indirectly in such enterprise through a pattern of criminal activity. That's going to be your important part, y'all. Where'd this go? Oh, hang on a second. Where's my marker thing? Do I have a marker? Does that make a marker? Ooh, I think it does. Let's see if this works. Did that work? Oh, look at that. I can highlight now. I feel like I just got a star on my helmet. but I don't have a helmet. My hair. I put a helmet on this hair. You know what I'm saying? Rogue Mama, how you doing? You think everyone is a hoot? Well, no, I mean, obviously, not everyone's a hoot. I mean, you have to have owls to have hoots. We don't have a forest full of hooters. We have a forest full of owls that hoot. Right? Am I right, Rogu? Did I do it right? To establish a RICO violation, a plaintiff must prove the following. And these are the elements of the case. This is where Mr. Hales and his attorney have to prove these points in their complaint. You have to prove the following. 1, conduct or participation in an enterprise through 2, a pattern of racketeering activity, Doorbell v. State, Florida in 2008. A pattern of racketeering activity is present if the defendant engaged in at least 2 predicated acts that have the same or similar intents, results, accomplices, victims, or methods of commission. De La Osa v. State. De La Osa sounds fun. Plaintiff has failed to plausibly allege that defendants committed at least 2 predicate acts as required to establish a pattern of racketeering activity. So you got that? So Jeremy failed. The court saying that you did not plausibly allege that the acts necessary to fulfill the elements of racketeering happened. To plausibly allege a predicate act, a plaintiff, it's Jeremy here, must state facts sufficient to support each of the predicate act statutory elements. Republic of Panama. I like that too. Sounds cool. Do we have the Panama Canal back yet? Have we gotten that? Panama Canal, Gulf of Mexico. No, wait, that's not it. Gulf of America, Panama Canal, where we're going to make David Lee Roth president of Panama. Here, the predicate act is identified in the complaint as is extortion under Florida statute, subsection 836.05. Extortion is a predicate act under Florida's RICO statute. See Florida's statute, subsection 772.102, 1A26, identifying extortion in violation of Florida statute, subsection 836.05. It's criminal activity for purposes of the RICO statute. Guys, I read all these things because I want to explain something to you. So you have the books. It's volumes of books. The statutes are. So you pull the what's the 7? I think it's criminal activity. So you pull Florida statute 772. All right, the 700s. You pull that, you find what you're looking for, and then it says, basically it says, look over here in the 800s. Criminal activity under RICO, because RICO's in a different volume. And then you have to go and find that. And then you have to, I'm telling you guys, it's better to have books than it is digital. It's always better to do analog than digitally. And anyway, it's a mess, man. It's a mess. There's papers all over your desk and stuff. People don't understand what's going on. It's crazy. And you charge $250 an hour because you have to. Cassandra, how are you doing? One of your best lurkers, Levy County, could have nipped this in the bud a long time ago. Cassandra. Now, how's the last name? Zergut. I like it. It's complicated. It makes my tongue have to work. I really like it. Love your name. Yes, Cassandra. All this got started over not having proper zoning laws and enforcing them the way they should have been in a fair way, the way laws are meant to be. Due process. They violated, the town of Otter Creek violated Jeremy Hales' due process rights. And here we are today. You don't realize how much that is a snowball effect. It makes me think that Jeremy has a tenacity about him that not many people have. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Hey, Southern Red Sox girl. Wait, are you laughing at me trying to pronounce your name? I'm sorry. See Florida statute 772. Okay, here we go. We already did that. But has plaintiff plausibly alleged that defendant's conduct satisfied the elements of extortion? He has not, for the following reasons. I like this, Judge. I like the way he writes. Wait, hold on. Where's my... Oh, I had my cursor on the wrong screen. Sorry. It looks like it does for y'all right now. See that? The cursor? But it was on the top screen, not the bottom screen. The bottom screen's got the power. Freckled Ginger wants a brownie. I want a blondie. What are you going to do? So he has not satisfied the elements of extortion for the following reasons. Florida's extortion statute prohibits 1, utterances or communications. Okay. So you cannot make an utterance. No excited utterances around here. You can't communicate. No communications that maliciously threaten. The key word here in this sentence is maliciously. Malicious is with malice of forethought. That's what the word maliciously comes from. Malice of forethought. Threaten to injure another's person, property, or reputation with the intent to extort money or compel a person against their will to act or not to act. Remember, it is America. You have the right to act or not to act. Think about that. If you're forced not to act, it's just like, you are not going to go outside and participate in this stuff. Or I will get you. I'm the boogeyman. That's to not to act. And you say, but I want to go outside. I want to stretch my legs. I want to be an American. I want to enjoy what my forefathers fought for. Sorry, you know what got me? Like, this is what got me. Oh, this is so funny. So I was like, I just stopped for a second. I was like, wait, cake like or gooey? To injure another's property or reputation with the intent to extort money or to act or not to act. See Caracarte v. State, Florida, 1980. See also Florida pattern criminal jury instructions. Now that's big when you're using the criminal jury instructions. They're telling the jury exactly what it means, what you're reading, what the statutes mean. This is how you must rule. Thus, the essence of extortion is a showing of a threat made maliciously and accompanied by a demand for money or other pecuniary advantage. Alonzo v. State, Florida, 4th District, 1984. Looking at the complaint, plaintiff has failed to plausibly allege defendant's conduct satisfied the elements of extortion. So the judge is ruling, man, this is it. He says, Mr. Hales, you have failed to satisfy this court that the defendants, Preston and Cook, have extorted. Allegedly lying about owning property, soliciting donations, and asking for free stuff from plaintiff does not constitute extortion. If it did, all those people standing on the side of the road, on the street corners, going, hey, we'll work for food. And then you say, hey, will you work a poll for food? And they say, no, I won't do it. I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Somebody's got to work the polls. Somebody's always got to work the polls. Johnny D, what's happening, bud? Although plaintiff has alleged that defendant Cook pointed a gun at him and threatened his life, the complaint has not plausibly alleged that this threat was accompanied by the intent to obtain money or coerce action. That's very powerful right there. Think about it. So it's like most people in the chat have not had a firearm pointed at them. Good for you. But when someone does, we can all imagine that train robber, the bandito with the bandana around their face, covering their nose, their mouth. They got the black hat on, laying low, and they say, stick them up. I said, stick them up, and there's a big old loud pop outside. That's funny. Not anyway. It's not plausibly alleged this company with the intent to obtain money or coerce action, as opposed to the intent to scare or the intent to express hatred. Now, there we go. Look at this. The intent to express. Where's my thing? Why am I not able to do it? Oh, I hate when my stuff doesn't work. Supposed to the intent to scare or the intent to express hatred. So these words right here. Why did that not light up? Oh, I'm so mad at this. Why does this make me look like an amateur right now? There we go. The intent to express hatred. Expression is a First Amendment right. Think about that. That's what I wanted to focus on right there. Is pulling a gun on somebody a First Amendment right? No, it's criminal, and you make the cause because you're in fear of your life at that point. What the judge is kind of saying here is as though, but for Rico, this is a expression. Pulling a gun in these circumstances, under these sets of facts, and under what we're suing over, pulling a firearm. Does not mean they're trying to obtain money from you or coerce you to do something, as opposed to them intending to scare you and express their hatred for you. Pretty powerful when you take it slow, isn't it? Wait, hold on. What is it? You're doing fine. We like blue too? Who's blue? What'd I do? You talking about Blue Dog? Because you just heard her? Sorry to hear that, Sharon. I'm glad they're an ex. The same is true with respect to the defendant Cook allegedly saying he had oral sex with plaintiff's fiance and has pictures to prove it. The complaint, we'll come back to it, does not plausibly allege that the vulgar statement was a threat made with the intent to obtain money or coerce action, coerce the performance of an act. I'm sorry, my dog is yelling and it got me off railed. All right, let's go back here. So where did see here? So on this, see here, although plaintiff has alleged defendant Cook pointed a gun at him and threatened his life, the complaint is not plausibly alleged that this threat was accompanied with the intent to obtain money or coerce action. Number two. Let's read what number two says, the footnote here. For example, don't we love examples? Examples are a great way to learn. Parables, if you will. It is not alleged that defendant Cook pointed a gun at plaintiff and said, if you don't let us collect donations at your event, then I will shoot you. Or I will shoot you unless you stop posting videos on YouTube. Instead, what is alleged is a threat that is not connected to any facts showing an intent to obtain a pecuniary advantage or to coerce a particular action. So remember this. It's not going to do it, is it? Yeah, it is. This pecuniary action or, wait, where'd it go? There we are. Pecuniary advantage or coerce a particular action is the key elements to Rico right now. The extortion must intend to damage the victim by coercing him to take some action, such as the payment of money against his will. See also Tomlinson v. State, another Florida case. In an extortion case, the defendant is driven by greed, not hatred. Defendant Cook's alleged conduct may have been criminal, i.e. assault, but it was not extortion. So that's where I was like, you pull a gun on somebody, you call the police. Hey, Joseph Wilman, what's happening, my friend? Blue Dog wants nerds. She's wants. CJ Lorraine is asking about slander. We are going to be getting to slander. You remember slander and defamation are pretty much the same thing. One is spoken, one is written. But they're used, They're never used properly. I always say defamed because I like the word defamed. Like you're famous and then you're defamed. You're cancel cultured, maybe. I don't know. Becky Becker, blue highlighters like too. Wait a second. Okay, what's the deal with the blue highlighter? What do you guys like about blue highlighters? Because I hate them. So there's a whole thing that like you have to have like in law school. Like, man, God, I wish I remember what it's called. There's like a system of like you highlight different things and with different colors, and it represents different. It's like the facts are a certain color, the other things different colors. Something it's always whatever. I only like the color yellow because it makes the page pop for me. That makes sense. Gina Fitzgerald says, your USA gun laws amaze me. Down here, we don't do guns. Is a fine line regarding law to wave a gun around. A little scary. Well, you know what? Think of it like this, Gina. It is no more scary to wave a firearm around
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
than it is to wave a gun around. And Wendy Bonner. Hey, Wendy Bonner, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. What's been going on? I like Wendy Bender. Became a YouTube member. So happy to have you as a member. How you doing? Wendy Bender. I like that. I also like there's another name, Becky Becker. I like that. And by the way, I dig the bald the bald eagle avatar. I learned the other day that bald eagles are monogamous and mate for life. I think that's really cool. It's really powerful. All right. So you're aware. Did you guys ever explain that? Okay, this is weird. Remember when I looked over here, I heard a pop. Now there's sirens going. Anyway, so plaintiff's fiance has a picture of him. The complaint does not plausibly allege that this vulgar statement was a threat made with the intent to obtain money or coerce performance of an act. There we go again. Obtain money. Why is this not working? Obtain money, coerce an act. Why is this not? Doesn't like me. Oh, you know why? Yeah, there we go. Similarly, the allegation of the defendant posted signs falsely identifying plaintiff as a child rapist are insufficient to state a plausible claim of extortion. Now, the thing about this one, calling somebody. Now, I love this stuff. By the way, let's go back. I want to read this a little bit slower. The allegations that defendant posted signs falsely identifying plaintiff as a child rapist are insufficient to state a plausible claim of extortion. And why is that? Because you posted the signs and you walked away. You did not try to obtain money or coerce the performance of an act. And I need a slow moo. Well, nuts hit them likes. You want me to slow down for a second? Everybody go over and hit like. Appreciate that. But no, we don't slow down the chat. I like that bouncing chat. You guys keep it going, man. You guys try to make it so fast I can't read it. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Wender Bender. Look at this. I had a gun pointed at me during a robbery. I was more angry than scared, and I had to resubscribe. Wender Bender. Here's another thing. I'm not good with going back to names, but the second person tonight, earlier, someone came in and said that they were unsubscribed. That's why I say, guys, please make sure you're subscribed. Usually, if you have the notifications on, that's another layer to help you stay subscribed. And even if you aren't subscribed and you don't like me, you think, God, man, what's this guy doing? Why is he's got the weird sunglasses and he talks with a funny accent. I challenge you to subscribe, not because that in the totality of things, it's a clout thing. Okay. I love it. I want to get to 10,000. I get to 10,000. I can apply to work with charities. I like to or I got one picked out. Anyway, what I do challenge you though to do is that if you subscribe, what you're doing is you're telling the tubes, telling the guys upstairs, you know what? Don't tell us who we can subscribe to. How dare you tell us? We're Americans. We do it the way we want to. And speaking of, we're Americans. We're all Americans in here because I'm an idiot. I don't know any better. But Winderbender, though, you know what? Because of that. Becky Becker, sorry about typing at Jim. Don't you dare say you're sorry. More of us need to be at Jim. I will not hurry up for them. No. I know Volstrom. He has a hard time reading. Similarly, the allegation the defendant posted signs falsely identifying players without child rape as an intent are insufficient to state a plausible claim of extortion. The complaint fails to plausibly allege that these signs contain threats that were made with the intent to obtain money or to coerce the performance of an act. I'll tell you what I will do for you, lady Tammies. I will, when I'm done with this, I'll dump over there to them. They're not going to do anything important at the beginning. And we have subsection 4. Yeah, JB, that's okay. All of us here, performance of an act. Although plaintiff's complaint recites the language found in the extortion statute, a party does not properly allege a cause of action for extortion by alleging inconclusive form, which tracks the language of the statute, acts which lack factual allegation and merely state bare legal conclusions. Ginsburg v. Lennar, Florida, finding that RICO claims should have been dismissed for failure to state a claim. Rule 12b-6 again. Now, here we go. This is footnote 3. For example, we love the examples, right? It is not alleged. Elu is a new member. How you doing? Thank you so much, Elu. There should be a link over there in the member section that takes you to Discord. Please come back, hang out, chill out, talk to us. I may actually be back there later on tonight. For example, it is not alleged that defendant Cook said, "You will give me $1,000 or else I will release photographs of your fiance giving me oral sex, or I will tell everyone that your fiance gave me oral sex and that I have pictures to prove it unless you move out of Levy County." Unlike these examples, in this case, there are no facts alleged that connect defendant Cook's vulgar statements to a threat made with the intent to obtain money or to coerce action. There he goes, our terms again. And then 4, what was subject 4? Okay, there it is. For example, it is not alleged that defendants told plaintiff, "If you don't let us solicit donations to your event, then we will post signs claiming you are a child rapist." Nor is it alleged that defendants posted signs that said, "Jeremy Hales is a child rapist, and we will continue to post signs like this unless he shuts down his YouTube channel." I like this judge's examples. They're very clairvoyant, very precise, concise. See also Iqbal, blah, blah, stating that a pleading that offers labels and conclusions for a formulaic recitation of the elements of a cause of action will not do. Because plaintiff's complaint fails to plausibly allege 2 predicate acts committed by defendants, the allegations are legally insufficient to state a RICO claim under Florida statute, subsection 772.103. Thus, counts 3 and 4 of the complaint will be dismissed. Here you go, guys. This is it. This is the meat and potatoes right there. So counts 3 and 4 of the complaint have been dismissed. I mean, we knew that. All this is the same thing we read the other day. You guys realize that, right? This is just like I said, this is the fun language part. This is the part where I went to school for. This is the part where I get to be a nerd. Yeah. I'd rather be sexy bacon than be a nerd. Put sexy bacon in your mouth and you chew it up and you have a good time. Your tummy feel good. B, the complaint plausibly alleges tortious interference with business relationships in counts 5 and 6. This is when you see the first thing I think about is Olight. I think about the auctions. Okay, maybe keep those in your minds as we go read ahead here. As we continue reading, excuse me. I see you, Angie. Word nerd, Kentucky Blue. You've been dying to call me a nerd all night, haven't you? Okay, counts 5 and 6. Defendants also seek dismissal. Count 5 and 6 of the complaint, which allege tortious interference with business relationships. In their motion, defendant argue that plaintiff has failed to plausibly allege sufficient facts on each of the elements of a tortious interference claim. The court disagrees. By the way, guys, remember tomorrow night, 9:15, Friday Night Live. It's going to be big time. I got a surprise for you guys. Huge surprise, hopefully. Hopefully, huge surprise. The elements of a tortious interference with business relationships claim under Florida law are, now think about it, this is business. A lot of you guys have businesses. I've had businesses. I think everybody's been in a business. You know, you've like walked into a store, been to McDonald's or something, right? The elements are 1, the existence of a business relationship. What is a relationship? 2, knowledge of the relationship on the part of the defendant. That'd be Cook and Preston. 3, an intentional and unjustified interference with the relationship by the defendant. You got to remember here, okay? So it's intentional and unjustified interference. So remember that. You guys should take notes. Let's write that down. With the relationship by the defendant. And 4, the damage to the plaintiff is a result of the breach of the relationship. Remember earlier I said, what is a relationship? Looking into the first element, plaintiff has alleged that he operates a social media business and has business relationships with the subscribers. Y'all right here. Hey, Don Fuller, what's up? Oh, yeah, 2-step verification. I hate that. Oh, Gina Fitzgerald. I love you. That's the thing we all forget. Being a human being. Being a human being is not just the act of being alive, having flesh, having a soul, having a mouth. When I say mouth, I'm talking about like saying some real verbal garbage. That is not the act of being a human being. The act of being a human being is making the space that you're in, this little space right here. You guys are in the chat. You guys have this opportunity right now to do a good deed. Make the chat better. How do you make the chat better? You say nice things to each other. You remember each other when you come back. And at the end of the day, you don't say anything bad. You don't put any drama or anything to them. You say, hey, Godspeed, y'all. I hope that you come back tomorrow feeling good and refreshed, better than you feel today. That's being a human being. Plaintiff alleged that he operates a social media business. Yes. He pays monthly fees for premium access to his content. Although defendants are correct that to prevail on a tortious interference claim, plaintiff must show a relationship with a particular individual or entity as opposed to a mere relationship with the general community. For purposes of the motion to dismiss, plaintiff has alleged sufficient facts. So this is different than what we saw in the Rico stuff, right? Plaintiff has alleged sufficient facts to infer. Where's my? There's got to be like a hot pocket button or something I can just hit and do that. That this cause of action is based on more than a general business loss of plaintiff's relationship with the public at large. Maxi Taxi. I like that name. This sounds fun. Maxi Taxi. Denying, this is another Florida. No, it's, Middle District of Florida in 2008. Denying motion to dismiss where the plaintiff alleged a business relationship with their customers. I like the quotations, right? The air quotes. Which was sufficient to suggest that there were that there were ongoing business relationship with specific customers. So they explain this here in footnote 5. The court would note that this is a close call. This is big, guys. That's a big footnote. You don't see stuff like this very often. Why is it a close call? I mean, usually when you think of the idea of a close call in a legal situation, that means it's fact determinable. It's a case by case basis. The court believes, consistent with Maxi Taxi Florida, that plaintiff has alleged just enough to survive defendant's motion to dismiss on counts 5 and 6, but to avoid summary judgment, plaintiff will have to offer. Oh, look, this is big, guys. To avoid summary judgment, they're telling right here, Jeremy will have to offer evidence of a business relationship with an actual and identifiable customer of which defendants had knowledge. This is really, really important. This is so important. I'm serious when I say it, like, write this down. This is what's going to be on everything here on the tortious interference with business. Okay. Counts, was it 5 and 6? The entire 1/3 of the entire lawsuit, the big money part of it. Jeremy's going to have to offer evidence that the business relationship with an actual and identifiable customer, which defendants had knowledge. So not only is he going to have to say, hey, like I have it with Lady Tammy or used to be younger. You know, these are, I'm going to be, I just looked over and see these names. And what's going on, Lady Tammy? Anyway, so you have to say that they have a relationship with an identified customer, but the defendant, that means Preston and Cook, has to know about these customers. That is going to be the hard part about this. That is going to be the hard part. And well, one would hope, right? You would, before you file a suit, you would hope that you have this. I've not seen anything, so I can't make a judgment on that. So, bye. Hold on, wait a second. How do we do this? Because you got the hearts there. Wait a second. Why is my camera not there? Oh no, I lost my camera. I mean, I really do. Like, my camera's not there. That's for you, Lady Tammy. They knew about O-line. Yeah, so younger. That's the thing. I don't know what happened there, right? I don't know what happened there. All right, let's see. As for the second element, plaintiff has sufficiently alleged the defendants knew that plaintiff maintained business relationships with his subscribers. According to the complaint, defendants were followers of plaintiff's social media business. Yeah, okay, so they're talking about Preston and Cook were followers of Jeremy Hales' business. Moreover, the complaint alleges that defendant Preston attended an event where plaintiff's fans paid money to meet him. There's also an allegation that defendant Preston asked plaintiff for a list of people who financially supported plaintiff's business. So this is big, right? There is an allegation of people who financially supported the business. Now, think about that one. We're talking about, being a human being earlier. Would you just, have you ever gone up to somebody and say, hey, can I have a list of all your customers? Can I have a customer list? Based on these allegations, plaintiff has plausibly alleged that defendants knew plaintiff had a business relationship with his subscribers. Footnote 7, it's down here. Finding that allegations regarding the defendant's knowledge of a business relationship were sufficient to survive a motion to dismiss. Explaining that general assertions of knowledge and allegations of the interference in the complaint were sufficient to plead a tortious interference claim. So it's this footnote 7 is relationship. Wait, that can't be footnote 7. Oh, that's 7. No, that's not right. Yeah. Relationship with plaintiff. They intentionally inferred the court is somewhat skeptical that plaintiff will be able to offer such evidence, but the court believes the allegations, when accepted as true and with all reasonable interferences drawn in plaintiff's favor, are sufficient for the tortious interference claims to proceed to the next stage of this litigation. Moving to the third and fourth elements, plaintiff has sufficiently alleged that defendants intentionally interfered with his business relationships and damage resulted. The thing about it, that's broad. We can understand that in anything. But did you intentionally interfere with the business relationship? If you go out here and you stop trucks from delivering, there goes my bucket. The bucket fell. The bucket is upside down right now on the floor. I do not want to pick that up because you know why? You know what I'm going to think about? Bucket snakes. What are you doing to interfere? Like there's people, protesters and stuff like that. These are interfering with the business. You can make a clear and concise vision in your head of how you define that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is that what that does is I'm trying to keep you involved in the. I feel like there's an overwhelming amount of information here, and I want you guys to know the facts. I want you guys to leave here educated and in a better place than when you were when you came in. This is because this stuff right now, this is not a comedy by any means. This is a very powerful. This is the judge, okay, and this is going to set the stage for how the rest of this trial proceeds. All right. Defendants intentionally interfere with his business relationship and damage resulted. That's the hard thing. That remember, every civil action you have to have damages. If you can't prove damages, then you don't have anything, because you go back to failure to state a cause for which relief can be granted. Rule 12b-6 of the Rules of Federal Procedure. According to the complaint, defendants Preston and Cook intentionally made false statements about plaintiff in an attempt to persuade plaintiff subscribers to no longer support him. And the complaint alleges that plaintiff's business has lost revenue because of defendant's conduct. When these allegations are accepted as true and the reasonable inference therefrom are construed in the light most favorable to the plaintiff, the complaint has plausibly alleged the third and fourth elements of a tortious interference claim. Find What Investor Group versus FindWhat.com. 11th Circuit, 2011. Because plaintiff has plausibly alleged a tortious interference claim, the motion to dismiss on counts 5 and 6 are denied. So, Mr. Hales has plausibly alleged a tortious interference claim. You do not get a motion to kick that out of court. We are going to go forward and see what happens. Conclusion: for the reasons above, it is ordered. Hear ye, hear ye. This is the order. I want a pepperoni and mushroom pizza. 1, defendant's motion to dismiss is granted in part to the extent that plaintiff's Florida RICO claims, counts 3 and 4, are dismissed. 2, defendant's motion to dismiss, document 17, is denied in part as to plaintiff's claims for tortious interference with business relationships, counts 5 and 6. Denied in part. Where was it accepted? Did I miss that part? Motion is dismissed, denied in part. I guess granted in part. This is the language of the court. I'm getting too literal. You know what will happen is I will come back. I'll leave. And I'll think about this later and have more stuff, pop into this ridiculous brain of mine. So anyway, that is the latest case. You guys have got, it's 13 pages. It's a lucky number. Remember that one too. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to this. Now, some of you have very politely told me that you like other people better than me, other streamers going on, feel free to leave. Go on over there, hang out with them. I don't care. What I would like to do, though, is I would like to maybe see a little bit about what's happened with the plane and the helicopter yesterday. That'd be a personal thing. But what I would like to do, though, what I'm going to do is I'd like to turn this conversation around to the chat. I want you guys to take control. Do you have any questions for me? Ask away, and I'll answer them best I can. I am not offering you any legal advice. I'm not offering you any medical advice. I'm not offering you any spiritual advice. I'm not even telling you how to tie your shoes. But what we can do is we can chat as friends. We can joke and we can have fun because the serious part's over. But if you do have anything, if you have a question, I will try to steer you down the path that I think is best to go find answers for yourself. But I'll tell you what shelf it's on. I'll make sure it's not the top shelf, so that way you can get the jam too. Let's see here. Wait. Where can we find a better stream? You ever gone to a horse race? Sorry, I didn't mean it. Heroes, I wasn't. I just tried to unclick and you went there. Wait, now I've read this. Hold on. I gotta get some water for this. I'll be nice to the expert today. You have a nice nose. It's not too big, not too small, like some others. Actually, I have a huge nose. Like if I did like this, it's huge. It says I have big lips and a huge. Oh, I broke my microphone. You broke my Wookiee. Check your email. I sent you a link to a caption that explains this whole thing. Very good. That's a lot of work to check email. I don't have email, man. I gotta go to a website and type in my numbers and all that stuff. I can try to, but it takes me a while. Let's see here. When was the last time you violated FARA? Are you talking about what? Who is this? I don't know. I do have a question. Seriously, if the other channels that acted out earlier with all we know that's been done, so do you think Rico would stand? This is just a gut feeling. I've never thought Rico was a good path to go down. Rico is very, very hard. Okay. It works in movies, TV shows, stuff like that. But I don't know anybody who's ever done a Rico thing in the, whatever. Does that make sense? Oh, great. Now I got a pop-up here. It says verify that this is you. Sign in. Oh, guys, I don't know if this is going to stick around or not. I hope I'm still here. Google just said sign in. They didn't think I was me. I'm serious about that. Isn't that crazy? Let's see here. Let's go over here. And there we go. All right. Now let's see here. What else we got? Gina Fitzgerald. Thank you, expert. You explain. I read the documents in a way that's easy to understand. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate you. And as long as you guys like it, I will keep up doing it. Kimberly Ray, can we finish the coin pusher from last night? We will finish the coin pusher. There's like another. It's like we're only 15 minutes into an hour one, and I don't think I can shift gears. Kimberly, I appreciate you saying this. That means you think I can shift gears out of it. It's not the easiest thing to do. Let's see here. I always like supercharger because nitrous you're going to run out of. I like to find out more about the plane helicopter crash. Yeah, that is something else. Wait, you like how I did it? I don't know. Oh, I don't know what this means. So long as they have kind of given way, do you think there's some group effort happening? No, I have faith, Angie. I have faith. I have faith in human spirit. You guys got to remember this Hales thing. It's minuscule. It's teeny, teeny, tiny. It's not. a whole big thing. Front jumper, you should show high-speed police chases instead of coin pushers because it's much more exciting, in your opinion. Well, there's a lot of people that do those. Not many people do reactions to coin pushers, and it's one of my highest rated shows. So, explaining. Oh, thank you. Question: What's with your pumpkin pie? We bake pumpkins by pie. Pumpkin pie? Oh, you talking about like the little thing, like the members, like next to that? That's supposed to be an orange wearing sunglasses, right? Pumpkin pie? I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't know. That's not my squirrels where I thought yours did. Kimberly, I have not slept since last night. I have not slept. Like after that stream was over, it took me like 45 minutes to kind of unwind, and then I started looking at things. And then this morning I watched the sunrise over the Potomac, and that sucked. I did have to pause you. My 94-year-old dad called me. Everything goes on pause for dad. P.S. Baby Grand is now 5 months old. Well, congratulations, Cindy Brown. And you should pause everything for your dad. You're weighing your options, and that was helpful. I don't know what I did, but I appreciate it. Becky Becker, thanks for your insightful answers. Thank you, guys. You guys do. I did not mean for you guys to sit here and say nice things about me. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to tell you what. You guys go ahead and have fun, all right? I'm going to go eat some ice cream. I haven't had dinner yet. So ice cream it is, all right? And I'll tell you what, members, new members, all that stuff, I'll probably I'll see you guys in Discord a little bit because I've been gone. I don't know what's going on. We'll regroup. And then tomorrow, we have a couple big surprises, a couple big guests tomorrow. Friday Night Live, 9:15-ish. Mark it down. Then make sure you have notifications turned on because I'll have the stream up tomorrow morning. And I appreciate you guys. You guys mean the world to me. And I wouldn't be here without you. Remember, June 4th, 5th, and 6th, we're going to be doing Dollywood 2.0, Friday Night Live. Don't know how any of that's going to work out either. That's going to be a son of a gun. But be sure and tip your waitresses. And
well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. And then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus.